Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am really feeling Christmas spirit. I've got the Grinch on in the back, my house is decorated, and I have my festive attire on. So today we're going to be starting off the holiday season with desserts, of course. So the first week of December, I'm going to try to post weekly food videos that are healthy for the holidays so you don't have to get off track and you don't also have to miss out on all those wonderful foodies and goodies that we love so much during this holiday season. I do not believe in living a deprived life. I think that's ridiculous, and it's actually really fun to cook in the kitchen and to get into the holiday spirit. So we're starting off with a cheesecake recipe. It's really easy, it's really simple, but we're putting a little spin on it to make it something extra special for the holidays. We got a cookie dough crust, and we've got some hot fudge sundae caramel syrupy stuff on top that's actually healthy for you. So let's get into it. These guys are my babies. Okay, so we got the hot fudge. I've done a review on this, I'll link it above. We've got the fudge, which I can't even call it syrup because it's freaking fudge, people. And then we've got the caramel syrup. Both of these do really great in coffees if you want to make like a Starbucks style but better at home sort of situation. And then this is the newest one we just tried. It's a banana flavor, and I made some banana bread, and I will take my sun butter and just put the banana stuff on top and just eat it for dessert. So there's no cooking involved, it's just going in there and taking a bite. Okay, trick of the day. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna melt the butter in your oven. You're not going to use a microwave because of the nutrients that are depleted by using microwaves. Microwaves, I would throw yours away. That's how I feel about microwaves. Do some research on your own. If you want a what is wrong with microwaves video, give this video a thumbs up or comment below with what is wrong with microwaves. And if you don't want to come below with that, tell me what your favorite holiday dessert is for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for whatever it is, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Let me know in the comments below what it is you want to see, because I'm always inspired to make new desserts. I have a sweet tooth and I love to make them healthy. So if you can give me some ideas, and I will make you guys some videos and some recipes, and that would be fantastic. Now you should have some pre-made cookies already that you've crushed up in your food processor, so I will be linking that above what your chocolate chip recipe is. Maybe don't do that on the same day, maybe do it on a separate one, or if you just have some extra lying around, that's what happened with mine. If not, just make your regular cheesecake, you know, topping. Obviously we're going to mix the butter into it, and you want to get it to be a little bit moist. You don't want it to be so much that it clumps together like it would again for cookies, but you want to make sure that it... I'm gonna put my porn on. So now my little brother has some pervy shit on my freaking video, and I'm leaving it in there. Happy holidays.
What?
Anyways, ha 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 ha. So next you're gonna put some all... So you're gonna... Oh my gosh. You're gonna want to get your stone dish, and you're going to want to make sure to spread some oil across it, because you want to make sure that it doesn't stick later, and it also helps add to the flavor. And then you're going to take all of your cookies and your dough or stuff that you're going to put inside here. You want to break apart any crumbles or anything like that, anything that got hard, or maybe like mine are pre-frozen, you know, different things can happen. And then you want to make sure to smush it to the sides. We're going to smush it real good, smush it real good. Reason why we're going to do this is because you want to get like a compact sort of crust. I had so much extra, I did go up the sides. I would not recommend that. It burnt in the oven a little bit on top. I mean, everybody loves a cookie, so it was just extra cookie, but I would just say maybe skip on that part, so just coat the bottom. It really depends on how much your family likes cookies, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. And the reason why I'm pressing it is because you want to kind of compact it, make it a really nice compressed sort of thing. Otherwise it would just be a flaky mess and fall apart on you. Of course, next we're going to be working on the cheesecake portion, which the base of that is going to be some cream cheese. You want to melt this again in the oven like we talked about earlier, and then you're going to have a cup of sour cream and a cup of heavy whipping cream. So it's a lot of high fat stuff, so it's great if you're on the ketogenic diet and any kind of low carb diet. Now we're going to use erythritol from Lakanto. I love their monk fruit sweetener, and they have a golden brown sugar one that just makes this cookie crust extra special if you sprinkle it on top. Get out your favorite food processor, blender, blah, 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 and put your cup of sour cream in. Add in your cup of heavy whipping cream, and then you're going to want to add the sugar in as well. So it's going to be erythritol, it's not actual sugar, it's just a 1-to-1 ratio. This part I showed just for the sake of giggles, I guess, because you want to add the eggs in slowly to whatever food processor or whatever it is that you have going on. So I actually ended up putting them in a little bowl next to it and then touching it off with a little bit of vanilla. The reason why we're doing this is that it's going to make the texture and consistency better when you add the eggs in slowly later. And then as you add in the cream cheese, as you can see, it's softened. It's not melted. You do not want it melted, otherwise it just does funky things to the cheesecake. And then you're going to blend it up And look at it's all creamy and smooth and delicious, except for mine broke, so you can see that the cheesecake was all over the floor. This is my favorite part, when you pour it in and it looks all magical, and it's just great. You want to get your little spatula doodad. Usually the rubbery ones are best for this. Get completely all of the ingredients out of the container and get them in there. I had a weird chunk of cream cheese in there. I don't know how that happened, but honestly, it's gonna melt in the oven, so I just let it be. And I would recommend doing this step prior to this other one, so my recipe below, it'll actually be included in the proper steps. I forgot this. The coconut flour helps for it to kind of adhere to itself a little bit, thickens up the cake, so it's actually really difficult to mix it this way. But I figure other people might make mistakes like this, and you can make them better like this, and it looks kind of fun swirling that little spoon around in there. So preferably do this when you put it in the food processor, but if not, and you make a mistake like I did, just wing it, right? All right, guys, so the cheesecake is in the oven. It's going to stay there for, let me look at it, 60 to 70 minutes in the oven at 350. Make sure to get yourself a little oven, like actually tells you what it is in there, and you want to make sure to put this in the oven, or not the oven, the refrigerator overnight. That's what's gonna make it special. So then like the next day, you can just bring your dish to the event. It's already cold, you don't have to worry about it, and you just bring the syrups with you, or just do it right before you leave the house and right before you put the lid on, and just spread it around and look really pretty. So. I'm going to have all of the ingredients, everything that I used, the instructions on my website. So in the description box below, it's going to tell you the link to go so that you can get that and so that you can make this on your own. And if I talk too fast or if I'm too exuberant for you, I completely understand that. I get really excited. I'm a really peppy person and that does not work for everybody, but that does not mean that this food cannot be amazing for you. And if you need something slower, you can go to my recipe and read it, and you can just mute me and just, I'm not gonna be offended. I just wanna help you be happy and healthy. So if you're gonna be mean about my personality, I would appreciate it if you just not comment below, because I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Let's just be real right now. What is it in kindergarten? If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. It applies online too. All right, so I made way too many freaking cookies. Like it was so many, it was ridiculous. No, I don't need to do that. Hey guys, intros and outros are literally the hardest thing because you're just talking to your damn self in the kitchen all by yourself and you're like, what do I say? Like, I just ramble.